Hello, I'm Bengt Ahlström. In this videotape we will talk about a laboratory case study which analyzes how two people work with different media in a collaborative multimedia environment and how this study influenced the design of a video phone communication prototype. First, let me describe the environment for the study. Two workstations are made up of 4 monitors each, 3 video sources and a voice system on a Macintosh platform, and they are located in 2 separate rooms. The monitor in the left corner represents a private workspace where a user can manipulate the user's own applications. The monitor to the right of this one represents an overhead area, meaning that the user in the other workstation can see anything dragged into this space on his or her own monitor, like this. This monitor also allows viewing of video from 3 sources represented in 3 different windows, each activated by a mouse click. One window represents a camera that broadcasts my face to the other user. Hi. In the next window, a camera displays documents or 3D objects. And the last window shows input from VCR or video disc players. The monitor in the upper right represents the other user's overhead area. This is my colleague Amanda Ropa.
Hi, Bengt.
This is where I can see their video windows or documents that they drag into this space. Finally, the monitor to the upper left represents a shared desktop. By using a switcher to activate the keyboard and mouse for this space, users from both workstations can work together in the same applications. There is also an external audio communication system with an integrated wireless microphone for voice communication between the 2 workstations. Each user controls their own audio system and the speakers provide feedback as well as output from the other workstation. The experimental case study involved 3 pairs of users and 3 different tasks, each lasting 1 week. The first task was to create a text document together about this project. The second task was to create overhead slides using text and graphics. And the third task was to create a multimedia presentation. It should be noted that these were real tasks that the pairs of users needed to accomplish as part of the regular work duties. Results were gathered via observations, interviewing, a logging system that tracked mouse activity and video recording. Some of the main study results were that users relied most heavily on audio communication to accomplish all 3 tasks. That eye contact with the other user was difficult to maintain due to the position of the camera. But the ability to see the other user's face appeared important only when the focus was on discussion or for checking status. The overhead camera proved very valuable for incorporating the use of 3D objects or documents that could not be incorporated in the computer environment. Users also naturally transfer their real-world collaborative behavior into this environment, for example in giving author precedence in editing. An unexpected outcome was that users also use the system for social interactions, like for sharing music.
Hi, I'm Amanda Ropa. I'm going to show you a prototype I designed called the Video Viewer, which handles the sharing of video in a collaborative environment. This prototype was based on the case study results. There are 3 main design goals. First, to create a tool that would operate hardware such as video disc players and cameras from the interface itself. Second, to make this tool accessible from anywhere on the desktop. And third, to make this tool very easy for users to use. Now, to give you an idea of how the Video Viewer works, I'm going to walk you through a scenario of 2 users in different locations using the Video Viewer. Here we have a simulated Microsoft Word document. Let's say I'm working on this document when I decide to select a video clip to show a colleague. I open the Video Viewer. Notice there are 3 possible video channels based on the video card we are using: videotape, face view, overhead. These channels are user-defined and are based on results from our case study that clearly revealed that users only visually focus on one item at a time. To change access to hardware I just select a channel, and from the Video Viewer menu bar, I can select a new piece of hardware like video disc. The tools will adapt to the new channel. One click allows me to change channels. The graphics help delineate the levels of functionality in the tool. On the highest level are the functions that exist across channels, for example, recording and voice level. On the lower level are the specific hardware controls. To record my video clip segment, I simply click play, click the record button when I want to start recording, click it again when I want to stop recording, and now I can save my video clip as a compressed video file. Now I will attempt to connect to my colleague Bengt to show him this video clip. I click on the Face View button, on Connect, and there is a dialog box that comes up that allows me to connect either via audio or video or both.
Hi, I'm out to lunch. You can leave a message.
My colleague was not there, so he left a predefined message for those trying to establish contact. I can leave a message for him. This message will be stored in his multimedia mailbox because it is no longer part of the simultaneous and synchronous functionality of the video viewer. Again, I can choose video or audio or both for my message. I'll just choose audio. I click the record button to start my message. Hi Bengt, call me when you get back. And again click it to stop my message. Now I can close the video viewer and go back to work. When Bengt responds to my message, a small window appears with the identification of who is trying to establish communication. The size of the window was designed in order to minimize disruption for the receiving user. With one click, I can either ignore the connection request by closing the close box and thereby send the caller to a predefined "I'm busy" message and/or to my multimedia mailbox, or by clicking the connect button, I can automatically connect to the caller. Now I have established communication with Bengt.
Hi Amanda, I got your message.
This is what the video viewer looks like from Bengt's desktop. Now I can load the video clip I recorded earlier and play it for Bengt. I click the video disc channel, go to my video viewer menu bar, open my file, and once it is loaded, I can just start playing it. There are two audio channels, so that if there is audio on my video disc, we can hear the sound of the video disc player and continue speaking at the same time. The hardware controls reside with whomever has the hardware. So if, for example, from Bengt's desktop, instead of controls, he receives status about what kind of images he is receiving and where the images are coming from. As videos broadcast to other users, there is no need for users to set up their channels identically in order to receive images from each other's workspaces. Now from Bengt's desktop, he takes control of the overhead camera to show me the layout of an article about our project. At any point, either user can choose to record the session, but any recording is visible to both users. For example, if I wanted to record the view of this article, I would press the record button on my desktop, but Bengt would see it as a small red circle on his record button in his desktop. This prototype is based on the idea that users will define their own social protocols depending on their familiarity with each other and their working situation. However, by making the functionality of the tool transparent, it can help users to make these definitions. Back to my desktop, I finish recording the session. I switch to the face-to-face view to complete my discussion, and then at that point either user can disconnect.
Even though the multimedia environment involved in our case study was limited by the fact that it did not exist on a real network and the users were not in different geographical locations, The study did provide important insights into how people use different media when collaborating. These insights first helped us understand how people use raw media without the constraints imposed by screen space or by a specific interface. It also helped us to structure an interface design for sharing video, exemplified by the video viewer prototype. Thank you for joining us.